right, we have got a interesting cigar today. All I know, we're gonna do another blind cigar review today, and it smells good. Oh yeah, that smells good. Yeah, let's get started. Hey guys, I'm Mallory Wells from I don't know what this cigar is. I don't know what's in it. I don't know who made it. I don't know how much it costs. I can kind of narrow down where I got it just because I know where I buy cigars from. CigarScore Lounge, and I have still have a membership with Luxury Cigar Club. So it could be one of those two places. Could be somewhere else, but I doubt it. And so I'm gonna smoke the cigar. I'm gonna tell you what I like, what I don't like, and then I will give you the cigar score for this thing. And only after I've given you the cigar score on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being a cigar that I could not finish, 5 being a cigar that was just perfect in every single way. Once I've given you that cigar score, then we will find out what this is. And it's truly a blind cigar review. I just did a review yesterday, and the video, I'll link to it below, was the La Gloria Cubana Esteli Robusto, and I was so surprised. It did not taste like any other La Gloria Cubana that I'd ever had, and it was like $7.80 for that cigar. It's absolutely fantastic, and I'm always surprised because I don't know what this is. This looks like a maybe a Corojo wrapper of sorts right here, but let's take a closer look at it, then we're gonna get it kind of lit. All right, here we go. So you can kind of see it's a little bit of a marbled wrapper. It's got little wavy parts of darker spots, kind of like a worm or a snake crawling through the sand. We have a nice cap here. Let's check this out. So we've got the B12, B12, like the vitamin, and kind of a medium looking cigar, medium brown. It's not the darkest cigar I've ever seen. It's pretty consistent here on the foot tobaccos, but got a little bit of a leathery texture, a little bit of oil, not a ton, but man, the aroma is good. Let's get this thing started. All right, got the timer started there. Man, it smells good. Just musty tobacco, delicious. It smells fantastic. All right, so let's go. Get this thing cut here. Love that draw. That is the best draw that I've had in days. Nothing disappointing. Nice toasty there. Smells absolutely fantastic. Sweet, creamy, spicy, cinnamon roll-esque. I feel like this is a little bit familiar, but I don't know what it is. Blind review. B12. Man, so we started doing these in December. I'm trying to figure out what it is. So we started writing these numbers down maybe at the very beginning of January, maybe the end of December, because we had some bad weather and we're holding reviews. So when could this have been? Honestly, I didn't remember that we had the La Gloria Cubana Esteli, and that was just 2 months ago. A lot of shit has happened. So if I knew what this was, I might not even remember it. We do at the Adventure Club, we have 9 cigars that we offer every single month. 5 are brand new, 4 are repeats. So with 18 cigars there, plus I get another 5 from Luxury Cigar Club, plus we do events. There's no way I'll know, but we're off to a good start. There's something familiar about this for sure. There is something also a little bit grand crackery that's also not sweet. So you get some sweet and creamy notes, and then you also have something in the background. Maybe just an unsweetened graham cracker. Maybe just call it cracker. Can we do that? Stick around, I'm gonna keep you updated. So far, so good. We have a slightly uneven burn here. We have a little bit of a canoe. Not really gonna worry about that unless it gets worse. So far, so good. I should know what this wrapper looks like. I should know this by now, and I can't remember off the top of my head. Just can't remember. I know it's this marbled look. I think this is a Is it a Nicaraguan Habano? What is this? What is this? I'll think on it. I'm going to keep you updated here in just a second. So far, so good. If something good happens, I'll tell you. If something bad happens, I'll tell you. I'll try to check back in here within the middle of the cigar. But first impressions, this thing's going to be a winner. But we've got a long ways to go. I'll be right back. All right, we're at 40 minutes on this B12 cigar. And this is fantastic. And I say that even though I don't love the flavors. I really like them. I'm very picky on one that I would just smoke over and over and over again. This is a fantastic cigar. I don't know if it would go into my regular rotation. Does that make any sense? If you're in the Adventure Club, hopefully we've introduced you to a lot of really fantastic cigars, and hopefully you use your Adventure Club coupon code that's at the bottom of the paper we include in every single box to reorder some of the ones that you have found as a new favorite. So, wow, somebody's gonna love this cigar. Somebody is gonna think this is a home run. It is spicy, doughy, sweet. It is a spiced bread. It's got tons of flavor. Pretty good burn. After that first little bit, we didn't have any issues, but I mean, great smoke output. Just very nice. I would still say, you know what, it tastes probably like a Criollo or a Corojo wrapper. I'm getting that spice there. I don't know if this is an Aganorsa. I don't think it is. It's not quite that spicy. Those Aganorsas, like Rojo 98, 99, those numbers, that's I think when they started the strain, maybe. Those tobaccos generally are more spice, less sweet, and I'm getting a little bit more sweetness than that. So it's like a Corojo, I don't think it's an Aganorsa though. Great cigar so far. Great construction, great draw. My guess this is probably about $12 to $14. I really enjoy this. It's going to be a home run for someone, even if it's not a home run for me. I think the burn is following one of these stems. I don't know if this stem right here that you can't see is the same one that was at the end of the cigar, but it's getting a little bit uneven again. But I'm not gonna, I don't think I can criticize it for that just yet. Stick around and I'll let you know if something happens. Otherwise, I'll be right back with my final thoughts. All right, 1 hour and 30 minutes on the dot. It's going to be a mustache burner. This cigar was pretty good. I told you before that I really liked the flavors. I didn't love them. It was spicy, it was sweet. There was a point though when we started the final third where the spice from the first 2/3 kind of had built up on the palate, which made the beginning of the final third kind of, I don't want to say bland, but it was harder to taste because it had been so spicy. Get into like the last, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch and the spice ramps back up again. So we had flavor changes, we had multiple flavors all at once, we had pretty great construction. There were a couple times where the burn was a little bit wavy, but I'm not gonna knock it for that because it was just right when I looked at it, and then it fixed itself. Great burn, great draw, great construction. I'm gonna give this a cigar score of 5. I really enjoyed this one. Whatever it is, you should try this cigar because it's going to be an absolute home run for some. Actually, let me rephrase. It'll be a grand slam for someone. It was probably like a home run or at least like a few RBIs and ended up on third. Is that the right analogy? I don't generally do sports. That's not my thing, but I think that's the right analogy. So grand slam for somebody. It's a home run, if not, you know, rounding third for me. So a cigar score of 5 for this B12, and we got to wrap it up so we don't get rained on. Let's see what this B12 is. The B12 is a Principal Boy Band Volume 1 Henkie. Now, honestly, I'm surprised by this because this is the first and only Principal cigar that I have enjoyed. I have really thought the other ones were moderate dog turds, so I think I'm thinking of the right brand. Principal Boy Band Volume 1 Henkie. So this one, if I remember correctly, I think principaltrading.com, yeah. So I think what they did on this cigar is they had people listen to a song, 4 different blenders, Okay, so Principal Cigars asked 5 distinguished master blenders to create the perfect cigar companion for a timeless record album. Nina Simone's 1965 masterpiece, I Put a Spell on You. Aside from a 6x50 format, so we'll get to that, 6x50, they had absolutely no restrictions. So this one was made by Henkie Kellner. So 6x50, the price point on these is $16, so a little bit, that's probably about right. They each blender, so in Principal Cigars, which I guess this isn't technically blended by them, so maybe that's why I liked it. And let's see if I can find out who this guy is. It's a Davidoff guy, it looks like, yeah. David Kellner, according to Cigar Aficionado, Davidoff's tobacco guru. He's been making cigars for 30 years. Anyway, so this is basically a Davidoff cigar made for Principal Cigars. I have not liked any Principal Cigars, but basically this is a Davidoff, even though I'd be a cheap Davidoff, I guess. But anyway, complexity, spice, doughiness, fantastic, actually. I would recommend this. I wouldn't be opposed to trying some of these other blends. The other ones that were made, Quesada made one, Ernesto Perez Carrillo made one, Jose Blanco made one, Eladio Diaz. I don't know who these, other than Ernesto Perez Carrillo, I don't know, and Quesada, of course, which I don't love Quesada cigars. Some of them are pretty good. Anyway, off track. So I wouldn't mind trying these. We don't have these up in the store, but I really enjoyed that one. Nice complexity, a very well done cigar. It's going to be a grand slam for somebody. So a cigar score of 5 for the Principal Cigars Boy Band Volume 1 Henkie. Henkie. It's not Henkie like you snot into, but Henkie like Hendrik Kellner. Henkie. So, that's one of the reasons why you should check out a monthly cigar club, a subscription club, get monthly cigars, cigars every month that somebody else chooses for you, because you get to try new favorites. This is going to be a home run for somebody. Phrase. It's going to be a grand slam for somebody. I didn't quite love the flavors, but I would smoke this again. Absolutely. Very enjoyable. Well done. Well done. Thanks for watching. I'm Ellery Wells from CigarScore.com, the best place to find and rate where to smoke cigars. I hope you have an amazing day. And as always, happy smoking.